often. Will they get involved? This is Palmetto Star, the Ratchet Revolutionary, and host of Too Raw for TV. I'm too raw for TV. If you hear my voice, then you're part of the revolution. Welcome to the new world. I'm your host, the Ratchet Revolutionary, Palmetto Star, but you can call me Prophet. Hit me up on Twitter. I'm on Black Twitter. I'm on Elon Musk Toy. 2 Raw for TV Radio. Number 2, Raw for TV Radio. And this is going to be a powerful, powerful podcast. One of its kind. There's not anything out there like this. No, no. Because tonight, 3 kings react to the Epstein files. And there's so much out there. And we're going to go in on that, plus so much more. You guys call in 470-572-7678. I am, of course, king, but we had 2 other kings, 3 kings to be exact. My right-hand man to the left right here is
Miko Turtle, the big-headed alchemist. Salute to the fam.
No doubt. And over here, we have the one and only pro-poly content creator, a general, a king, Jay Elian.
Greetings. I can't see myself, but hey, I'm happy to be here, and we're ready to go in on these Epstein files. Only way you can get it unedited raw on 2rawfortv.tv.
No doubt. Hey, absolutely. And this is going to be something because they just released more. They said there's millions of documents. This is insane. I'm talking about the volume of stuff that could literally write whole libraries. You could have a whole library worth of Epstein stuff. If this wasn't Mossad information, who takes this meticulous notes? Who takes that many pictures? Who takes millions of pictures? That's nuts. That's nuts. I don't care if you're an Instagram model taking a million of anything. That's crazy. But you know what? I'm gonna be friendly to you, Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, but only for 15 minutes. Only for 15 minutes, Mark. And that's for taking my daughter's name, Meta. You know what you did. There's 15 minutes of the social media friendly revolution. Three kings react to the Epstein files.
It's stuck. Just move on. Sorry.
So we're only going to be friendly to you, Mark, to you, Elon, for the next 15, because this is just too much. There's too much. You can't. I want to talk about what's actually in the Epstein file, but let me hear from Mika. What have you heard about the Epstein files, and how does this relate to Black people?
I mean, it relate to us because we would be some of the easiest victims of people like the Epstein and all of his partners, Trump, all of the rest of them. We would be the easiest victims as a mass of people because of our denationalized Holocaust state that we in. Think about how they have their system set up, they legal system set up, whether it's the family courts, which are there to entrap Black families into that whole really child trafficking, sex trafficking, pedophilia ring of Epstein. I mean, because it's dealing with the child protective services and all of that shit too. I don't know if that was media friendly enough. I want to go in. I don't know how deep to go in without because it's not all the way on 2 hours
Yeah.
TV. But I mean, it tied into all of us easily by just everything they do within the U.S. From the homicides and murders that happen with us, and them even stealing organs, man, from us, and all type of it really tie into all of that stuff. People don't really understand that, but it ties into all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, with us being in this denaturalized state, we easily victims to these predator, pedophile, beast. Then they have a systematic system. It goes. All of they hire political figures. All of they hire um, uh, colonial law enforcement. They with the business with it.
Mm-hmm.
The artificial false propaganda that they throw on a lot of black leaders when they hit them with the Mann Act. It truly can be applied to them. That's what is truly can be applied to them, but they falsely put it on. Whether it's just great black men in they field, from the Jack Johnsons to even modern day R. Kellys. It really applied to them. It's not, but they flip that shit on us, but the shit that they do is really worse than all they be mentioning on the Mann Act type shit. And the CIA be down with it. Your boy Trump, you already know what's popping. That's why Trump trying to give out as many free prescription drugs as possible. He wants y'all to be dumbed down.
That's crazy.
He too much pressure coming out with that shit. With these Epstein files for him. He ain't trying to get exposed like that before the end of his term. Goddamn it, you want to make it. So it tied to us in those type of ways that we just easily pickings for these monsters, man.
Well, you know what? I just grabbed something off social media to summarize the whole Epstein ordeal. We're going to talk about this plus so much more. You guys call in 470-572-7678. And then we got Jay Elian. You guys check him out, but we're going to talk to him right after we watch this clip so we can get into it. 3 kings react to the Epstein's files.
Dropping the files thus far, so prepare yourself for some pretty graphic details. The ritualistic abuse and sacrifice of young children. We have Prince Andrew torturing and raping women to death. We have Jeffrey Epstein saying how Jews use and manipulate academic institutions and large markets to take money from the Goyim while the Goyim are left to slave away in the real world. We have Trump being allegedly in the files, forcing himself on young underage women. We have Bush with his ritualistic sacrifice, cutting people's feet and sacrificing them to some demonic god. We have Jeffrey Epstein's bank account being named Baal, the ritual god of human sacrifice. We have elites on both sides participating in cannibalism, ripping out children's organs and eating them after filling them with feces. Countless references to Pizzagate in very graphic messages talking about pizza, how it tastes, how to eat it, all these kind of things that it's obviously not about pizza. We have the creation of 4chan and Reddit to promote and push out psyops, the admittance to what happened in Libya. We have trash talk on Zelensky saying that he's a cokehead and he's completely run entirely by Israel. Elon Musk, who wanted to get on the island but couldn't get on the island, so they just didn't let him on. Epstein being blocked from Xbox. We have Bill Gates getting an STD from a Russian prostitute and then giving it to his wife, needing Epstein to help him out. We have Bush and Clinton both raping people who are boys and girls, presumably many more, but many names are redacted. We have the systematic raping of girls, forcing them into pregnancy, making them go to full term, and then sacrificing their children. I have mentions of adrenochrome. This is after only being out for a day or two. I'm going to keep digging into these files probably over the next week or so. So follow if you want to stay updated. I will continue to put out everything that I find, reporting on the truth, whether it's comfortable or uncomfortable, I will bring it to you. And then after I dig through all the files, I will do my best to come up with some sort of actionable thing that, as an American citizen, you can actually do.
There is so much that's coming out of the Epstein files. Russian trips, underage girls, STDs, flying everywhere. Microsoft, this thing is major, and it encompasses royal families, CEOs, tech entrepreneurs, and they say there is a hidden thing that nobody even expected. Like, you're in a video game and you don't expect to see this boss or this character that comes out. There's a major thing in the tech world that will blow your mind. It may drop this, it may change your whole perspective on a certain aspect of tech that they're pushing on people. But what do you guys think? Call in 470-572-7678. We're going in, and we have the Jay Elian. He is a king, and let them know where they can find you at. But also, what did you think about that clip right there? What do you know about the Epstein files?
What's your brother Jay Leon? And you can definitely find me on all platforms, JAY_ or space ELYON. And my opinion on the Epstein files, or even on what we just heard, the truth of the matter is, when we sit you said something that was so heavy. Who on earth documents all of this? Who on earth documented? Who on earth had all of these files?
Right.
The thing about it is, what I truly think about it, I think it's definitely a distraction. And I'm also thankful for, I think, the word of God teaches us everything that's done in the dark going to come to the light anyway. But the fact that we are now using a dead man dead and gone. Why are we distracted about his files? Who had his files? Who wrote it? So we know it's a the playbook. The mere fact that they're saying that we got these files. Okay, well, who been holding the files? Who been babysitting the files? Who produced the files? So the thing is, this is just a character, and this character is no longer in existence, but they are using him to utilize and suck up our energy and our time, talk about this, and it takes us off of our focus because there are simple things that we supposed to be doing, whether it be building schools, building communities, doing what we supposed to do. But it's just a play. I think it's just really a play out the playbook, distract people with something because they know this type of stuff really garnish energy. I mean, the truth of the matter is, like I said, when I first started on the internet, I started off just talking positive stuff.
Yeah.
But the moment I started posting stuff that was ratchet, they had violence, that had anything with a negative conversation, people would view those things. Those things get views. Not me talking positive, not me talking about building community. Don't nobody want to hear that. So the thing is, they know what to use in order to get our attention, and they know it's real dear to our heart and how we really love family and children. So
everything. This is something that we got. I'm saying this is going to get me shadow banned. We're going into shadow ban in the next 2 minutes. That means we're going into the most raw, the most hardcore, the most uncensored part of Too Raw for TV, showing shadow ban videos from the internet. And you only get on the blockchain, Too Raw for TV. But 1 minute before we go into that, but what I had to say is this: everything on mainstream mayonnaise media is deception for black people. For black people. It doesn't matter if it's the whitest show, Sex and the City, if you understand that Mandela effect. But every last single program played, it doesn't matter if it's a white show or a black show, it's all for black people. And for you to be confused, because this is the idiot box. But we're getting off the idiot box. We're getting off Twitch. We're getting off Facebook. We're getting off Twitter. We're getting off all your social media, Elon. And we're going in shadow ban because this is Too Raw for TV. gonna see this anywhere else.
Shadow banned. The revolution will not be televised. It's too raw for TV.
All right. 3 Kings react to the Epstein files, and we're here and we're talking about it. Jay says it's a complete distraction, and I absolutely agree because it's on mainstream mayonnaise media. They want you to pay attention. Now, there is so many things happening at the same time. We live in a multiverse. You know, you see Trump does not want this out. He doesn't want this out. You know what I'm saying? It has them because look, if there is any justice system backed by any real people, not people paid by the pharmaceutical industry and pampered and all this other stuff, flying up to these islands with all these underage escorts, if there were real people in power, all of them are guilty of felony shit. All of them. So no, they don't want this out because that means that any time that head could go in the guillotine, boom, that head doesn't come back from the guillotine. You can't put your head back when it goes on the guillotine and then boom. you can't put it back. And so many of so-called royal families that stole the legacy of the true black nobility, so many of them deserve that punishment. But we're going to go into that first. And it's about punishment here on Two Raw TV. We punishing our enemies here on Two Raw TV. This is not this is not your social media friendly shit. This is not YouTube. This is not Facebook. We punish enemies here. So we're going to go into that first shadow ban. And 3 Kings, I want to see your reaction.
Yeah, for sure.
To this.
Do it.
You can't sit here and tell me that Jeffrey Epstein has nothing to do with Bitcoin, or he might be the creator of it. Hear me out. There has been a newly released Epstein emails showing that he indirectly funded Bitcoin core development through MIT's Media Lab. Right before Trump signed the official bill forcing the DOJ to release the Epstein files, the market tanked and the elites sold their Bitcoin positions. And rumor has it that Trump sold some of his Bitcoin too, but why?
Behind Bitcoin, and it ain't some fucking Japanese guy in a cage. I know the guy, and when that comes out, you heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. When it comes out, zero.
Now available only on 2rawfortv.tv.
So that was at the end, that was Dan Pena. He's a billionaire guy. He does the podcast. He does all of these things, investing and all of that stuff like that, and gives people stock advice and all. And he was saying that he knew the guy. He didn't say his name. He said when people know that he is part of Bitcoin or he started Bitcoin, that it would go down to zero. So now that there is written proof that Jeffrey Epstein could be Natasha Sakari, what the guy's name is. Son.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
He has a crazy name.
Satoshi, yeah.
Yes, but it actually translates to Central Intelligence in Japanese. But that guy. What? Okay, so I've heard you are into the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency. Mm-hmm. Does this change anything? The revelation that Jeffrey Epstein is the creator of Bitcoin.
I knew that Bitcoin initially started on like in the underworld and on the dark web and different things like that, and it was mostly the colonial criminal element that was utilizing it, and they were utilizing it for like what the Epstein files is about. Like like I told y'all, the false allegations that they throwing a lot of black leaders with the Mann Act, they was doing that shit with. That's why cryptocurrency initially was created. I was telling some of my close brothers who was like looking at cryptocurrency like the savior or some shit. And when I broke that down to them, they had a different perspective. But it's like anything else. I mean, I utilize Federal Reserve notes, even though I got a system to where we do indigenous trade and barter too. But it's like anything that colonizers touch gonna be like toxic and filth. It's like, so it don't. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna throw out my BTC reserve. Nah. And I'm gonna continue to invest in cryptos, but we got our own indigenous cryptocurrencies too. But I would say this though, a lot of the holier than thou, like, oh, I can't listen to R. Kelly's music because of what he did, fake ass shit. You should question them because they got Bitcoin and other Ethereum and other shit like that. It's well known that it originally started, in that colonial criminal underworld where they really was doing, all type of crazy shit. Then that was a way that they kept it under wraps. But yeah, for those fake holier than thou types where you get black males get persecuted on some fake shit, false evidence shit, and blacks, because they want to socially appease their masters, I'm not going to listen to him no more because why you steadily using Federal fucking Reserve notes that have the blood of your goddamn ancestors on it as well. So it's a lot of, I operate different. I think different. So I already know anything colonizers touch gonna be filthy. And we have to create our own. So we gotta take the advantage of the cryptocurrency world to where we can create our own coins. But understanding where that shit don't be like certain black people do have the mindset of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is the new Jesus to them, and it's the holy savior. It's just an investment in a tool that you and your peoples can come up on. And you better know that these damn colonizers who are criminals are already tainted a lot of shit. Especially in that cryptocurrency world. But yeah, that's what I think about it.
Three Kings react to the Epstein files. What's your thoughts on that, Jay?
Man, hey, I agree with Ty. I agree with my brother. It ain't gonna make a bit of difference. People still gonna spend it. It reminds me of that old Ice Cube album when he saw the dude on the curb said he was waiting for the Lord. And Ice Cube was like, well, let me go ahead and get that Rolex up off you. You ain't gonna need it where you going. So if they feeling any kind of way that Epstein has something to do with it, then just throw me that Bitcoin. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? like Epstein, and he created this. Give me that Bitcoin. Don't even worry about it. So, but I hardly doubt if somebody's about to depart from some type of value because he did it. Like I said, they found R. Kelly, but the fact that Epstein had anything to do with it, they don't care.
Wow, how true is that? That's powerful. Saying they're pushing that Bitcoin, and it makes sense to me. That's like, it's like it just makes sense that Jeffrey Epstein is one of the founding members of Bitcoin. It just makes sense because it was all, he's like, well, I don't want to buy any young ass 12-year-old girls with my money. Let me create some money to buy some 12-year-old girls, like some crazy shit, so
they downplaying the little boys. They be raping too, man.
Yes.
That's colonial culture. They be into a lot of faggotry, so they trying to downplay that part on that too. So
yeah, there was a lot of that going on, and Trump was involved. Yep. All these people were involved, and Trump was, man, I'm telling you, that is deep. We're gonna get into it in shadow ban. You guys call in 470-572-7678. I heard everybody, I shared this out, and man, people, it was a very, very a lot of people interested and wanted to talk about Epstein. But we're talking about him on Two Raw over TV because man, they right now they had Trump killing a baby. This is the so-called president of your United States of America.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Killing his own baby. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people suspect that Trump transitioned and actually converted into Judaism, right? There's a lot. He even admitted that he said he
Say he the first Jewish president.
said he was the first Jewish
He agreed
president.
to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, he wants this facade that he converted to Judaism. But what he actually converted is his father's religion, which is sacrificing black people to Baal.
Mm.
This is what they did when they hung black men. They feigned Christianity, but actually were worshiping Baal and worshiping different deities to sacrifice black men to, you know, and children and stuff like that. So this is what he so-called converted into. You know what I'm saying? He didn't switch over because that's the real religion of these so-called Jews that are into the Talmud. If I'm wrong, tell me. But call in 470-572-7678. We're going in tonight. We got three kings, Palmetto Star,
Miko Turtle,
and
Jay Leon.
Yes, y'all check them out. We're talking about the Epstein files. If you can play that next clip.
Republicans so interested in Bill and Hillary Clinton is because they're trying to distract from the fact that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files thousands and thousands of times. In those files, there's highly disturbing allegations of Donald Trump raping children, of Donald Trump threatening to kill children. So I encourage your press to go look at these allegations. And I'm highly disturbed that Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche just got the law wrong. Yesterday, he said, essentially, that it is not a crime to party with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, that's actually not correct.
Wow.
If Jeffrey Epstein was human trafficking minors for these sex parties, and you show up and patronize the establishment at that party, yes, you're guilty because patronizing is part of the law, of the federal sex trafficking law. So Deputy General Todd Blanche just got that wrong, which maybe explains why they aren't investigating all these folks, including Donald Trump. He needs to read the law and investigate these people. He also needs to resign, not only for not knowing the law, but a massive, not only screw up, but the biggest privacy violation in history. They release a lot of pictures of minors unredacted, just violated the privacy of these girls. It is uncalled for what they did. The one thing that they could not do under this law was to invade the privacy of these women now who were girls at the time who were victims of sex trafficking. Also, he met with Ghislaine Maxwell, moved her to a minimum security prison, and then got a puppy for her. So for all those reasons, he's just got to leave the Department of Justice.
Trump's in there thousands of times, threatening children and killing babies. I'm talking about this thing is deep. This is the Epstein files. This is crazy. Like, this is the so-called president of your United States doing the most wildest stuff. And it's just like everybody knows it now, and he's just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go in and do this and go in and do that, and it's gonna be you know, they like he doesn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But what's your thoughts on thousands of times? Like, And let me say this. They talked about, now let's talk about Diddy. Right. Nobody from the Epstein files is in prison. And Diddy's not even in the Epstein files. Right. Diddy's not even in the Epstein files, but then they got he's in prison. Right. What's your thoughts on that? Yeah. And then hold on, what he was talking about, it wasn't a crime to party with Jeffrey Epstein, who you know had 10, 15, 12, 13-year-old girls on deck, probably topless and all sorts of weird stuff at this island. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's not, it's not illegal to party like that? Okay. But Diddy, who we found out that the freak offs really were just him, Cassie, and some random person. So it was like 3 or 4 people involved at the max. It wasn't this orgy thing that they tried to make it out. But Jeffrey Epstein shit really was. You know what I'm saying? Forced. Yeah. With young girls. They did, they tried to put all that stuff on Diddy, but they couldn't even put all that on Diddy because that didn't happen. It wasn't any young boys and young girls. That was all cap. That was all cap from the mainstream mayonnaise media. So they got Jeffrey, they got Diddy in jail for what Jeffrey Epstein is really doing. Fuck is going on? What you guys think? Call on 470-572-7678. We're going in. 3 Kings react to the Epstein files. What's your thoughts on that? Diddy or Epstein?
No colonizer. So I'm the one who told y'all, man. 5-0 had y'all goofy, man, with that no Diddy, man. Y'all should have been on no colonizer, man. Y'all keep colonizers out y'all circle, and you won't get violated like that. So yeah, it's just showing a contradiction, man. A black male can get accused of something, and again, if it's freak off, he guilty of freak offs. A lot of that shit was just, it's consensual adult shit. They may be doing that shit. I don't give a fuck. They're consensual. It's just like, any of those grown dudes to me, hey man, y'all can call me whatever, but that shit goofy. Diddy, Puffy wouldn't have never came at me like that. Or if he did, I would have checked his ass, and it's it. You feel me? It's nothing to it. A lot of y'all got fake victimized because y'all was with that bullshit. Now y'all trying to y'all want some bread up out of Puffy. It's that's what a lot of that shit was, man. But Epstein and them, they really grabbing up little babies out of the damn child protective services, out of the orphanages and shit like that, and all of that, and out of the Mexican entrainment camps that Trump did and shit. Oh, like, wow. Fuck out of here, man. They doing all of that stuff, but
out of
you got Nicki Minaj. You got Nicki Minaj, like you coon, goofy, black Barbies that even follow her. We love Donald Trump. He's handsome, all that dumb shit. Even Donald Trump was looking like, God damn, bitch, I ain't tell you to just overdo it like that now. They know you lying now. Like, just keep it simple. You overdoing the shit. And she still got played. That's all the cool. Y'all all the coolest black people, whether black males or females, y'all always get played at the end just to get a fake golden calf, like the Bible say. Like, it's goofy. It's just totally
a golden goofy card.
Yeah, goofy shit, man. And then you still get played. Selling your soul on some bullshit, but yeah, they really with the shits with their parties, man. Their parties is really unlawful, really unlawful. Like you say, man. Even it was joked upon, like with Puffy shit. It's like, all right, if you stay there too late, like you go there on a normal time, hey, they all just partying. But hey, Puffy probably gonna tell you, hey, lights go out. Hey, everybody that don't agree with this motherfucking orgy, get the fuck on through. And what is that? That's consensual fucking adults doing whatever the fuck they want to do. That's not Epstein, where they grabbing up, they're grabbing up your kids. You won't send your kids to school. Goddamn it, child protective services, where your kids going to, all this other shit. These prisons, a lot of black males end up missing. Where the fuck they at? Mm-hmm. Come on, man. So, but that's Epstein, Trump, and the rest of them. And a lot of our folks don't have compassion because again, that great white hope, that white Jesus mentality of worshiping pilgrim males, and fear. They scary. They fearful. That's why they don't, really speak against colonizers like that. Like Nicki Minaj, she fearful of getting that ass deported and whatever else. So she conform. You feel me? Black Barbie, fake. Come on, man.
Yeah, facts. Man, we're gonna go in. I'm about to go in on that because a lot of people supported Nicki Minaj that were all these so-called leftists and everybody like that. And when she switched over, a lot of them, started like going in just on black people, in general. And it's just like crazy to see how people don't see what Malcolm X was talking about. The liberal left is just as racist, even more racist than the so-called right. The left and right wing is on the same bird. It's on the same damn bird. And you're talking about all of this stuff, left, right, and all that stuff like that. These leftists were calling Nikki a nigger when she went up to Trump, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. But, it's a coon class of people we already know, and the coons are going to get it first. That's the whole thing about what people don't understand. They want to stay in close proximity. All these people that were lynched in the early 1900s, a large percentage of them were business owners, not calling them coons, but because of the times they couldn't coordinate things on the internet with these pink people that were giving them money. So they had to be in close proximity. And that close proximity caused them their life and to be sacrificed to ball. Like what they're doing right now with these white children. But what do you guys think? Call in 516. I'll call in 470-572, 47678. We're going in. Three Kings react to the Epstein files. We're going in, and we're going deep down. Now it's going through the rabbit hole. You can't see this anywhere else. We're going through the rabbit hole. Three Kings.
Inside, tell me what you saw. You never know, cause it's always changing. Keep your eyes on the rabbit hole.
Going down the rabbit hole.
And this is where we really talk about, what this really means to black people. Because, we could talk about Jeffrey Epstein. We could talk about all these other people. But what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? We see them falling. We see white on white crime. We see Charlie Kirk got shot in the neck, and one black person had nothing to do with that. No black person had anything to do with that. So no black person played any part in killing Charlie Kirk. Black people didn't murk Charlie Kirk. Israel did. But we're going in on all that. You guys call in 470-572-7678. We have a call on the line. What's your thoughts on Jeffrey Epstein and the Epstein files?
Man, I think it's all a big joke to me, man. It's all a big joke, man. Like, how many pages are in this file? Like,
millions
pages, 13,000 pages.
It's not even in the thousands. I think it's millions of files. It's like
right.
It's volumes. It's libraries. It's literal libraries of child pornography. Like it's completely crazy.
Right. And so if they release the files, all you're gonna find out is what you already know.
Yeah, white America on a rampage.
Yes, do they got? And then the thing is, to me, okay, so they pick and choose some files they want to leak and show you, and then you act surprised like you didn't know this was going on. And then half of the people who not surprised, they want to act like, they just putting that out. It ain't true. It ain't real. Come on, man. Like, so it's a joke. Just burn the whole library. Just burn it all and go back to business as usual. Because at the end of the day, That's what it is. You know, the NFL, one of the owners, just last week, his name was leaked into the files.
Yeah.
Some emails were leaked to where they was like, yeah, I want you to vet these young girls for me. Let me know what she gonna be like, and until I got a career for her, if she come and do the right things, I could put her in Hollywood.
Wow.
Like we act like we don't know how some of these people are getting put in positions that they get put in. This stuff is not breaking news.
It's not breaking news because we talk about it every single Thursday on Too Raw for TV. We tell you exactly what's going on.
Right.
But you know what? It's funny because it's actually getting brought into mainstream mayonnaise media. It's actually being brought into people they're like, okay, this is real. Because one of these, talking heads on mainstream mayonnaise media, I don't even call it any of y'all's names. Because they're talking about it. Now it's real. You know what I'm saying? But we always knew about the ball worship. We always knew about this. Now there's different details, I think, that are crazy. And I encourage all Black people to get their popcorn and watch this like a movie. I encourage all Black people to get their popcorn and watch it like a movie. Right. However, also know you got to leave the theater during the movie and do some real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now you already know because we already see that it's going down. Babylon's burning. The house is being burnt. All the things that the prophets are saying is happening right now in real time. So, are you going to stay in that burning house? Your name wasn't on it. Epstein wanted no niggers in Epstein Island. Right. And we're going to talk about Jay-Z and Pusha T in a second. You guys call in 470-572-7678. We're going in about the Epstein files. 3 kings react to the Epstein files.
Let me just say before I get out of here. And this is a great show, by the way. And I watched the show before this one too. My man Turtle and my lady with the grill. I like that, man. Y'all serious about that kickball, man? I gotta get me some of that orgasmic bliss, man. I'm gonna get me some of that. You know what I'm talking about? But let me just say this, man. Like the way Too Raw for TV covers these issues, you cover it on the authentic scale to me. You know,
I appreciate it.
Real talk, and then you go into different levels that people ain't really getting to. When the mass media cover these same stories, they do it in an entertaining kind of way to keep you looking at something while they doing something else.
Exactly.
So it's kind of a trick. It's kind of a scheme.
Yeah, you got to leave the theater.
Get the information right. They need to just tune in to Too Raw for TV, get your real information. And if you want to be entertained, I get it. Go get entertained, but understand that you're being entertained, not informed.
Right, facts. I appreciate that. Big time shout out to you, man. You got to come. You said hold on. No, you made a claim on social media, man. You said that you are the greatest kickball player in the world.
Yes. The Hall of Fame for kickball players. I would have been first ballot. I would have already been in.
Okay.
So, it's gonna be good to, come out of retirement. Something like a Phillip Rivers. I ain't been in it in a while, but I can come out of retirement and get right back in the game. So I look forward to actually joining and participating in this kickball game and to show everybody that know how legendary I really am. Like, I ain't just talking. I'm the real deal.
All right, no doubt. Hey, well, we're going to be bringing some training sessions and some little miniature kickball things so people can get back into the swing of things in Atlanta very shortly. So you guys stay tuned to that. Get your tickets right now. Sign up or get the cheerleading at 2rawfortv.tv. Go ahead, sign up. It's going to be a major thing. Hey, big time shout out to you. Man, I know you're doing some major things right now. Yes, shout out to the guy. And
for sure, man.
No doubt, brother.
I'm going back to tuning in, man. Y'all have a great show, man. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, salute, bro. I appreciate your support.
All right.
So we're going in on this 3 kings react to the Epstein files. And so we're talking to Jay Elian, we're talking to Miko Turtle. And so now they're saying that Jay-Z and Pusha T are in the Epstein files. What's your guys' thoughts about that?
Well, hey, the thing about it is that's how you engage us. You put people. I mean, because other than that, do we care if Paul Byrne or Tom Hanks? We wouldn't care. So they, they gotta attach somebody they believe we care about. So that's how you pull us in. But the truth of the matter is, who cares?
No, and I'm about to say this because what makes the whole Pusha T and Jeffrey and Jay-Z thing different from the actual Epstein files, what they actually have in videos and pictures, and they have pictures of dead children. The shit is sick, and it's all with pale males, and all that sort of people. You don't see none of these pictures with a black person. Why? Because Jeffrey Epstein didn't have black people on the island. The Jay-Z and Pusha T thing is fake. Because this is how you know it's fake, because it was on a hotline that they had open to the public. They put this on mainstream mayonnaise media. Call this hotline if you had any interactions with Epstein. You know there's going to be some crazy people calling. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could call. I could say, hey, Miko, I just seen Miko with Epstein, and it would be on the record. It'll be on the record because this is part of this Epstein files. You know what I'm saying? So he said no niggers. He didn't want no niggers on the island. That's documented. And he talked about the Goyim and all this other stuff. So this was for a pale male pervert party. This was a pale male pervert party. There wasn't any black men out there. There wasn't Jay-Z and Pusha T, or they may have been there, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't have it. We live in a multi-layer universe. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are putting this energy to Pusha T and Jay-Z being there. They may have been there. Who knows? But I know that they had no niggers allowed, and it's a pink pervert pale male party with topless 12-year-old girls running around. Like, this shit is sick. This shit crazy. How they had that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the shit that they try to put on R. Kelly, all the shit that they try to put on Diddy, they were actually doing this shit.
And still
doing this shit.
Still doing that.
And still doing
and
this
distracting
shit.
y'all with Epstein. They got way more than Epstein. Epstein was just one element of it, man. And that transition, they always move forward with other things. So, that's just how the colonial governments operate, Yeah. And Hollywood is a branch of that. All of that is all tied together.
Facts.
Yeah, the Jay-Z and that was I hadn't heard that. My initial thoughts is like nah, they I know Jay-Z for sure, definitely with the boule type shit. But I just think that's more, like Jay was saying, that's more to get us engaged and into the propaganda that they putting out with the Epstein files, which they, man, it's so much shit into that. They all just what they would consider blackmailing each other. They not about to try to put that shit out, man. Because they just all be snitching and telling on each other.
Mm-hmm.
So even Trump was like this. He was like, man, shit. When he was trying to fake, talking about he was gonna bring him out, right? He was like, man, yeah, we can bring it out because it's mostly all the Democrats. All the Democrats are on it. He was just snitching. He get the snitching, man. He gonna tell. So they.
But there's thousands of mention of you.
Right. He always forget about. He gonna tell everybody else.
He forgot about the thousands of times. They really could rename the Epstein files the Trump files. Right. Because him and Jeffrey Epstein were like this.
Tight.
They were like this. They were kidnapping children. This shit is crazy. Yeah. This dude is on what was that show called? That he was firing people and shit.
Apprentice.
The Apprentice. This dude on The Apprentice, and he's over there kidnapping little white children. This shit crazy. And all this while they're on, they got something on the that network where they were selling stuff. What was that network called where they were selling? You can sell things.
Home Shopping Network.
Home Shopping Network. They had his wife had a program on Home Shopping Network, and then this is what they do when on their off time. This is what they do on their off time. Think about how crazy and wicked that is, you know. And they don't say you know, they want you to say all white people are you know, you don't know who it is. You don't know who this person. These people have millions of dollars. And on their off time, when they're off work, when they're off Apprentice, and shows that are bringing in millions of dollars, they're kidnapping children. The shit's sick. You guys call in 470-572-7678. We're going deep down the rabbit hole on 2 Raw for TV podcasts. Miko Turtle, Jay Leon, 3 Kings react to the Epstein files. Let's get that next video. 2013, the same year that Epstein wrote those emails about Bill Gates contracting an STD and trying to slip his wife drugs, Gates launched a $100,000 challenge to anyone that can make a condom that feels better to wear during sex. Find it hard to believe? Here's the receipts.
On behalf of the International Health staff and students here today, we'd like to thank you for coming. My question is, since putting forward the condom challenge in which you are offering $100,000 startup funding to whoever creates a new condom that can protect and increase sexual pleasure, have there been any designs that are fulfilling expectations?
Yeah, we put out some pretty interesting challenges. How close are you to producing a better condom which produces... I don't know. More pleasure. I'll have them get back to you on that.
Firstly,
yeah, I mean, Bill Gates is just disgusting nerd dude that you already knew he was. You already knew he was like this. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just confirmation. He got some STDs from some Russian preteen pussy, and then giving it to his wife, and this is just what you would think he would be doing, you know, behind the scenes of Microsoft and stealing people's. What would you expect a professional thief who did nothing but steal people's ideas and profit off of them? What do you think he does in his all time? Read books, do charity. All the charities are fronts to do evil shit. You know? All the charities are fronts to actually kill people. This is who you have in power. This is who you have exalted. You have exalted these demons, as the Christians would call them. But what do you guys think? Call them 470-572-7678. 3 Kings react to the Epstein files. What's your thoughts on Bill Gates getting some preteen pussy in Russia and spreading that STD to his wife?
Man, I think I'll say also it's sad. It's sad. And you know, sometimes they say you gotta laugh to keep from crying. But even in the midst of the sadness, it's almost like saying the joke is on you. Because ain't no grown man looking to do nothing with no little children.
Mm-hmm.
Just feel like God didn't bless you when he created you. So, like you said, a group of men from a particular type of culture, that speaks the volume to where, like you must be very small to want to be dealing with a child, because ain't no real grown man trying to deal with no child. So, that's how the joke's really on you.
Yeah, it's just sick. That's some sick shit. But let's talk about this. I want to talk about did the Gates wife deserve it? She deserved those STDs. You deserved every STD. Melinda Gates deserves every STD Bill Gates gave her. Melinda Gates deserved that and so much more. Look at what they did to black people during COVID. Look at what they said. They said black people come get this death serum first. You deserve every STD Bill gave you. And he's not sorry about it. Melinda Gates, I know you're watching this shit, you and your Zionist friends. They don't. You deserved every STD you got. You deserved it. Well deserved, Melinda Gates. So I'm pro Bill Gates in this one, man. He should have gave her some more STDs.
Yeah. And you know, I was gonna say, man, you know, salute to Malcolm X because he said it best on this one, man. Chickens came home to roost. The virus man got the virus. He was known for all his he's the virus man. He the virus man. So of course him coming that you know having a virus and giving it to his lady. Yeah, that's just chickens came home to roost. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel no type of sorriness for no more.
Did Melinda Gates deserve the STDs that Bill Gates gave her from Russia? You guys call in 470-572-7678. Three Kings react to the Epstein files. Let's get that next video. You guys sign up. Conscious Kickball, April 4th.
This can go. Look, even from here, I squeeze his knuckle here. Look, that elbow goes right here into the head. He's gonna let you go.
I want to know, honest to God, like, where in the hell do you think you're going to do that stuff, bro? Like, I've never seen any of that stuff that you put on your channel on in the octagon, bro. So why is this shit not in the octagon? If your shit works so well, dude, why is it not in the octagon? I've never seen it, so talk about what you do, bro, because if it doesn't happen in the octagon, then it's not real, bro.
You can't do it in MMA. Why? Because you got gloves on.
Hey, man, I'm a genius, all right?
You know what I'm saying? So you never see that in mixed martial arts because you can't put that pressure on the fist.
And that is Dr. Sam. Shout out to Sam, Dr. Sam, the Bancroft Urban Survival System. Yes, he is actually going to be one of the people out there at the Conscious Kickball game. Also, part of the proceeds will be going to Dr. Sam and the Bancroft Urban Survival System so that they could teach more children about self-defense, because that's what's needed. So that's why, Conscious Kickball is not just about it's an awesome networking opportunity. This is about bringing it back and helping the community that helped us get to where we are, to Raw for TV. So yeah, we're talking about Melinda Gates deserved those STDs. She deserved all of them. And this is Three Kings are reacting to the Epstein files. And I want to say, I want to just encourage everybody to come to the Conscious Kickball game. And also, I want, I definitely want to know what your perspective is about Jeffrey Epstein. Is an obvious distraction on so many different levels. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything on mainstream mayonnaise media, the most affluent shows, the shows that they say are in these, that the most affluent people are watching, all of these things that are on the idiot box are for the people that they want to make idiots. That's you black people. You know what I'm saying? Whether we're talking about the Cosby Show or whether we're talking about Friends. All of it on mainstream mayonnaise media is aimed to program the black mind. Remember that. There's nothing on there for use. You got to tune into Too Raw for TV. You got to tune into the network. You got to tune into the podcast to get the real thing. To deprogram all of that. To deprogram all of that. Do we have any more videos?
Conscious kickball. Come on. Let's get it. Yeah, down a little further. Yeah, come on. Yeah, that's right. Let's get it. Yeah.
He understood me. But it bothers me that somebody's going after Bill Clinton. See, I like Bill Clinton. I still like Bill Clinton.
What do you like about him?
I liked his behavior toward me. I thought he got me. He understood me.
I'm pushing P. I'm pushing P. That means peace, power, and prosperity.
No doubt. And we're pushing P. Big time shout out to Miko Turtle. These three kings and Jay Elian, these three kings really told you what Epstein is about. He's about more than just the underage girls, topless teens at his party for demons. He's more than just a program for the Mossad, because that's what he was. You know, he's a distraction for the dark-skinned people. He is. Because while you're worrying about pink on pale crime and worried about that, they're doing something else in the background. This is a distraction. It's a distraction. So we have to get out of this. Now, I do encourage everybody to watch this, the house burning. Watch it from your house with your popcorn. That house that Martin Luther King said is burning down, then the Epstein files are the pure example of it. You had the president of the United States killing babies on a file. It's just crazy. The house is burning down. You want to be in that house? You want to be in the house with the baby killer? He's going to kill your baby too. That's the whole thing about these people. People want to associate themselves with Andrew Tate, and these people, Nicki Minaj, who want to associate themselves with Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Clinton and George Bush and Donald Trump. Just by knowing these people, you can get killed. Just off the top. That's all you have to be, is associated with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, to me, Donald Trump is no different than King Von. You know what I'm saying? There's no difference as far as the mentality and the gang mentality, because white gang warfare against each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's white gang warfare against each other. Peace. Where's the peace in that? We got to find peace in ourselves. We got to get out and not try to stream inside the burning house. Not try to stream inside the burning house. Your ass is going to get burnt. Your ass is going to get burnt. Stream at your house. Watch this shit on Too Raw for TV. I promise you, we will show the whole house burning down. You don't have to go anywhere else. We will show the whole house burning down on Too Raw for TV. You don't have to go anywhere else. Power. Take back your power. Take back your mind, and know that, you have to become your supreme self at this time. You know what I'm saying? Know you have to step into your greatness. Know that you have to be a person of your words. Step into your words and make your words and actions one. And make your words the highest words. Prosperity. At this time, we see, while their wealth is coming down, and we're grabbing it. We're taking it. We're taking it to the next level, because there's a transfer of power right now between the illusion and between the real, between the mayonnaise and between the melanated. The righteous will rise. Black supremacy is bringing all nations together. Two Raw over TV is the proof of that. Join us in Atlanta. We're going to be here April 4th for the Conscious Kickball game. But that night before, talking about houses, you want to stream from this house. We're going to be at the Two Raw over TV streaming house ranch. You better want to be there. Ugly Money Nietzsche is invited guest, and we're gonna be having cheerleader contests. We're gonna be picking the teams at a time. We're gonna be live streaming. Vegan Dream Donuts will be providing pastries and anything that you want out there. It's gonna be an amazing thing. So you guys get your tickets right now. Get signed up. Get the cheerleading. Put it down on 2rawfortv.tv. Just click the events and click learn more. You go directly to it. And I just scanned the new flyer that we're about to put out. Flyer reveal. We're about to put out a new flyer, and it's going to be with the Bancroft Urban Survival System, Dr. Sam. Big time salute and shout out to that brother. And we're going to continue to push P. That means peace, power, prosperity. We have Jay Leon. We have Miko Turtle. Jay Leon, tell them again where they can find you at. And just the last words about Jeffrey Epstein.
Again, you can find me on all platforms, JAY space ELYON. Sometimes it's an underscore. But my thoughts is on it is now that it has come out, every melanated person, what you gonna do?
Right.
What's your goal? I mean, okay, even if they did do it, even if they got your little cousin, they put them over there in the tunnels or whatever, what you gonna do? So, it's one thing, like I said, I mean, we hear about it, we talk about it, but what are you going to do? Is that a motivating factor to make you get up and do something? What are you going to establish? I mean, how are you going to prevent it from happening? So that's my biggest thing. I just want to know what people are going to do now that they heard about it and they entertained it.
What you going to do? Call to action. I like that, Jay Leon. Miko Turtle?
Yeah, Miko Turtle, the Big Headed Alchemist. You can follow me on Instagram, T, the Big Headed Alchemist. And right here on 2 Raw for TV, Miko Turtle, the Big Headed Alchemist. And every Thursday, 9 p.m., check out Atlantis Indigenous Radio right here on 2rawfortv.tv. And yeah, man, Jay was on point. My final thoughts on that is, original people just gotta, utilize that as entertainment. We all need entertainment at times, but also understand some people will be like, yo, these discussions, we don't need to even discuss it. Shit. The way that we discuss it over here, yes, the fuck we do. Our people is hypocritical, man. Oh no, you can't play this artist because the colonizer put bullshit ass lies on them. You don't understand what a Maniac is. Wait till we do this part 2 of persecution of the black man's penis. Yeah, the Willie Lynch syndrome. That was a cold classic. Our people get caught into mind control, being mind fucked, into demonizing their own. False allegations, and then it's the double standard, because when the Pilgrim Male do 1,000 times worse, black people don't have that same type of energy, that same fake ass morality energy, fake ass fucking morality that you got when it comes towards any black influential male that gets caught up in them bullshit allegations, man. So these discussions are good to see the contradiction that the colonizer, that the colonial minded black people have, and a lot of our people been educated and programmed by the colonizer. So it's a good discussion to understand that dynamic of the situation. So I think that's a good discussion point. And y'all already know my solution. I'm like a damn track on repeat, man. Chop and screw that shit, man. I'm a country nigga. So build indigenous family trust, man. Get you and your family in order. Focus on us getting in order and ruling. That's what the time it is. We watching, like my brother said, the collapse, man. Salute to MLK. He told you he made a mistake. He you know, he manned up about that. He burning house. Yeah, we watching the house burning right now. Right now.
No doubt, no doubt. Absolutely, watching the house burn. And man, the house gonna burn on April 4th. Being Atlanta, it's going down. Conscious kickball. Yeah, it's real beef, me and Chrome. Going in, man. It's gonna be powerful. So you gotta be there. Jeffrey Epstein is a distraction. It's 404 day. Yep. You got that part of the culture. Part of Atlanta culture is 404 day. And on April 4th, we're bringing that cultural event, Conscious Kickball, to Atlanta, establishing that. It's going to be, you guys come to the grand opening. We're going to have way more events like this. This is how Too Raw for TV is bringing the whole community, not just one segment, just bringing the whole consciousness, the mind of Black people on there. So you gotta be here. You gotta be present. You gotta join us on April 4th for Conscious Kickball 404 day in Atlanta. Big time shout out to everybody out in the A. You gotta be there. And I want to say that, let's not get distracted. Watch the movie from your house, like you watch the Netflix, like you watch Too Raw for TV, like you're watching this right now. You know what I'm saying? Get your popcorn, but don't get caught up in distractions. Remember who you are and your supreme self. I encourage everybody to spread the message. Speak freedom. Awaken others and win the revolution within. It's Too Raw for TV. This is Full Metal Star, the Ratchet Revolutionary, and host of Too Raw for TV.